every holiday, I introduce around 3 new products to my Amazon store. The majority of the time, 2 end up failing miserably and 1 ends up succeeding. One of those failed products from last year was this golf putting trainer, which I private labeled. My goal with these were simple: launch these by mid-November in order to market them towards people buying golf gifts during the Christmas holiday, and then once I've gained enough reviews over the holiday, it would set me up to succeed in the spring. Well, it didn't go quite as planned. In 2021, we saw major supply chain issues such as the LA seaport being clogged up and lingering COVID lockdowns slowing production. This product was a victim of that entire process and everything going on, and I actually didn't receive these products until mid-December. And if you don't know it by now, mid-December is when everyone's already completed their holiday shopping and demand for this type of product is very low. I remained optimistic and I did my best to quickly introduce these to the market. I ended up selling 98 units over the next 3 months, and I averaged a profit margin of around 18% with an average rating of a 4.2. Not great by any means. After a couple of negative reviews and such a low profit margin, I decided it's best to move on from this product and to focus my efforts on other opportunities this year in 2022. So this past month, I had an idea. I still had about 50 units of this product left in storage, and I asked myself, what if I challenge myself to bring this product back to life? Maybe this year will be different since I can get ahead of those holiday shoppers with this product, or maybe this product just sucks. Either way, by the end of this video series, we'll know the answer to that very question. So let's set some expectations up front so we can determine if I am successful or not in bringing this product back to life. First, I will be capped at $200 for relaunching this product. I'm allowing myself to use that money towards anything such as advertising or rebranding this entire product line. Second, I will only be able to send a maximum of 50 units to Amazon. Third, I cannot lose any money on these 50 units. I have to sell these for a profit or at least net out, which will include all fees, any advertising costs, and that $200 that I'm giving myself. This prevents me from lowering the sales price significantly and challenges me to focus my efforts on other factors. Lastly, the average rating for this product is currently at a 4.2. If I can bring this product up to a 4.5 average rating by the end of these 50 units, then this will be a success. Now that we discussed our parameters, let's get started in bringing this listing back to life. So step 1, I need to get these 50 units to Amazon as soon as possible. It'll take about 5 days for them to arrive at Amazon and about a week for them to be checked in. So this puts us near the end of November to begin selling these and about 2 solid weeks of holiday shopping left. This will work because the first 2 weeks of December are the busiest times when it comes to demand for holiday shopping. I threw the putting trainers in a poly bag, applied a FNSKU label, slapped it on there, and created my shipping plan. Now that they were ready, I headed off to UPS and off they went. Step 2, I need to figure out why this product performed so poorly over those 3 months. Now I understand that timing definitely played a factor in this, but it wasn't the only factor. One way to figure this out is to check the negative reviews on the listing. The product had 4 5-star reviews and 2 3-star reviews. After looking at the 3-star reviews, I found out 2 things. First, Gary rated it poorly since it did not have enough tee slots. For those non-golfers, these are used to control how far you go in your backswing with the putter. Second, Greg rated it poorly since the height of the product was too tall in his opinion. Now, if timing wasn't an issue, I'd go back to the drawing board and I'd think about redesigning this product. I could easily add more tee slots and decrease the height of the product to satisfy future buyers like Gary and Greg. However, we don't have the luxury of doing that during this challenge. So what I will do is set expectations even clearer in the images and content of the listing regarding the tee slots and height. You usually receive bad reviews because the product quality is poor or the customer expectations were different than what appears on the listing. So that is why I'm going to do this. First, I went to my bullet point on the tee slots and added the number of slots to it. Additionally, I remarketed the listing towards people looking for short range putting trainers so the tee slots wouldn't be that much of a buying factor. The last thing I needed to do was to create an image showing the actual height of the product. This was non-existent in the past, except for the product information section, but let's be honest, who really reads that? After a couple of minutes, I had an image ready to go and I uploaded it to the listing. I also threw some holiday spirit on a couple other images to attract festive buyers. Step number 3, I had to think about how I would relaunch this same exact product. I know that I still had $200 to work with and decided that I would aggressively advertise these using both Amazon PPC and Google AdWords. I would use Amazon PPC to target competitor listings for only competitors that are priced higher than mine, and then I would use Google AdWords to target keywords that holiday shoppers are typing in on Google. I applied this PPC strategy to the listing previously, and it resulted in a 1.36 return on ad spend. Not great by any means, but if I could increase this from a 1.36 to a 2.0, I know that I could consistently profit with these few remaining products. First, I reviewed my previous ad performance using this same strategy. I scrolled over to the return on ad spend section and copied down the ASINs that had a 2.0 or better score. This means that I doubled the money that I spent on advertising. For the ones below 2.0, I wouldn't target this again in this campaign, so I crossed those out. Next, I checked each of the competitors' listings to make sure I was still priced below theirs by at least 10%. This is important because I need a competitive advantage over those competitors who have over 100 reviews. From there, I finished setting up my campaign and capped my daily budget at $16. It's okay to let this campaign run even though I don't have stock at Amazon yet. Amazon won't begin advertising my products until I have stock available. After creating the PPC campaign, I need to create my AdWords campaign. My goal with this campaign is a little bit different than the PPC because I'm actually targeting keywords that customers are putting into Google search engine rather than targeting space on competitors' listings. I used Google's free keyword planner and Jungle Scout's Keyword Scout to source 10 to 15 of these trending keywords. From there, I created my AdWords campaign with a daily budget of $12. I made sure to keep this campaign paused until I had stock available because Google has no idea if I have stock available or not. So in total, I am advertising up to $28 of advertising space per day. Over a week's time, that's $196, leaving me with $4 left over in my budget. One thing I didn't mention is that I will only be advertising my campaigns during the weekdays since weekends tend to have the lowest engagement rate. It may sound like a lot of money for advertising to sell 50 units, but it's going to be an uphill battle, and here's why. I'm currently sitting at a 42% profit margin with these products before advertising cost. Once you include the average advertising cost per unit, given our budget, that leaves me with 68 cents per unit or 6% margin. So I'm pretty confident that I can sell all 50 of these units with this $200 advertising budget, but the challenge is really going to come into play whenever I have to profit or at least net out with these 50 units. I'll have to be extremely efficient in advertising throughout the next week or so. In the next video, I'll be concluding this challenge and we'll cover the performance, revenue, and profit, and the most important question, was I successful or not in bringing this product back to life? Make sure to subscribe to find out the final answer, or if you're watching this video later down the road, click the video in the end screen now.